What it do, Niner fan? That was an interesting preseason game. Now, really, for the Niners, look, we go to NFC championships, Super Bowls. We got 5 rings. We don't really care about these preseason games. It's actually nothing to us. But the Raiders, they treat these games against the Niners like it's their Super Bowl because they've been trashed forever. I remember a couple years back when Trey Lance came in and they dogged Trey Lance. They talked, so much mess. It was crazy. I don't even look. The Raiders so far. Look, you got to remember the Niners booted the Raiders out of California. You know how bad you got to be to get booted out of a whole state, one of the biggest states in the United States. So we booted them out. We don't really care about the Raiders. But when they talk mess like they do, look, we won. Look, come on. Moody did his thing. We won. It's nothing. Purdy drove up there. It's nothing. We didn't even have McCaffrey didn't play. Trent Williams didn't play. Look, it's nothing to us. But we do this to shut them down, to make sure they can't say nothing. Because that's what they like to do. And I understand it's people, other football teams or other football fans that don't understand. And this rivalry, but it's not a rivalry. You got to understand a rivalry because it was Oakland, San Francisco. Literally the bridge, only thing that connected us. So they always still talk a gang of mess. If you go back and look at Max Crosby was talking the most mess, and that's in practices. We did joint practice from here. Max Crosby was like, oh, I'm going to guarantee you a fight. We're going to be fighting this guy. Look, dude. Max Crosby, Raider fans, you got the Kansas City Chiefs over there. Deal with that. They've been winning Super Bowls. If you go back and look, anybody, you want to see the best fans in the world, go back and look at that stadium and see how much red was in that stadium. Remember, the Raiders was that black and silver, even though gold is more than silver. But now, go look in the stand. Look how much red was in that stadium. Now remember, we're in California. Look how much red was in that stadium. We take over their stadium, man. That's why they were so hyped when they were getting them field goals and an interception off some of the third string people. Look, that's why I say, look, man, Raider fans, you lost again. Don't worry about the Niners. Listen, you got the people that you got down there playing, what's that coach name? I can't remember the Raiders coach name. I could care less. But you got Harbaugh with the Chargers in that division. Worry about that. You got the Kansas City Chiefs in that division. Worry about that. You got the Broncos in that division. Worry about that. Don't worry about a team that's in the NFC. The NFC West where we booted the Raiders out. Don't worry about that. See, when we need to beat you, we'll remove you from the whole state. That's why, look, winning this game is really nothing. Robbie Gold. Money Moody handled his business. If he don't do nothing else, he handled his business. See? So what I've seen is, and then we had Dominique Pooney go down. Hopefully he'd be good for the regular season, but injuries. But you got to remember, when I've seen them and they had Geno Smith in there for almost the whole half, I said, oh, they really trying to win. They're really trying to win. We've been pulled Purdy out. We have been pulled Purdy out. But like I said, it's okay. Raider fans, and I used to call them the Chokeland Craters, the Las Vegas losers. Niners, real Niners, we trying to get a Super Bowl, man. We don't have no time to deal with preseason and people talking, man. We don't care about that. We know what it is. Remember, they not like us. They never have been. Never. So, like I said, it is what it is. It's a nice little Niner victory as usual. It is what it is. Let me know what y'all think about that game. Let me know what you think about that game. It's not a game. Peace. I'm out of here.